Hello, hello, my darlings. Oh, how I missed you all so much. And I'm so thankful and gracious that you guys were so considerate and so, what's the word to use? So understanding during the time that I needed off just to get my caca together because when you have your own business, sometimes unlike Meghan Markle wants you to believe that there's no such thing as failures or things going wrong. Things do go wrong, and sometimes caca hits the fan, and when it hits the fan, it flings everywhere. And this was one of those times, and I appreciate you guys allowing me to take a step back and a moment back just to figure myself out here and figure everything out and just get it back on track, and I could come back and not worry. But thank you so much, you guys. Glad you got out of that car park alive. That car park is an absolute disaster. It's a disaster because there was a Starbucks right where I was parked, and the drive-through, now cars were coming from both ends, right? So there were some arguments. You had a person who decides, oh, I'm just gonna, throw on my double hazards and let some people out here when people just want to get through and get places. But I appreciate you guys allowing me for taking that moment to step back and get my wits about me. And now I am back here to talk about our favorite dastardly couple, because apparently Harry wants us to feel sorry for him. And if there is one thing that I will never do is, number one, what's the word? Buy any of Meghan Markle's products or support her. And number two, I will never feel sorry for Harry for this big mess that he has caused. I know that absolute nightmare, Katie. I didn't know how much of a disaster these LA parking lots are until I actually moved down here and had to deal with them on the regular. It's pretty wild. I thought parking lots in BC were crazy. Nope. The ones in LA are even worse, especially during the summer. And especially if you're out in the desert, you got to run, seriously, because people, they don't want to feel nothing. Like, they want that air conditioning right away. So but let me get back to Harry here, because Harry is a complete POS that I will never feel sorry for. And the reason why I bring this up is because I see this article by Radar Online that's been floating around. And I got the link for you guys in the description box below. But I had a little bit of a laugh here too, because it says that Prince Harry's lonelier than ever and crying, "This isn't the life I signed up for," as he continues to be sidelined by wife Meghan Markle's relentless business ambitions. Yes, her business ambitions that constantly fail. Nothing has brought in any significant money to cover any bills. Nothing at all. Harry believed Meghan's claptrap that they were bigger than the royal family, that they were going to be the rock stars of the royal family. We all remember that, right? We all remember all the puff pieces about, oh, these A-list celebrity directors couldn't wait to work with Meghan Markle, and they had their scripts waiting for her to be a star in, and none of it has happened. Vicky says, I don't feel a bit sorry for him. He made his bed. They need to let him lie in it. The royal family would be done, I believe, if they take him back into the fold. I agree with you. The royal family do have a lot of drama going on right now, and nobody's been happy since, basically Andrew and Fergie have been welcomed back into the royal fold. The moment Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip passed away, they were allowed, hey, come and do the Sandringham walk. It's all good. No, they should have been left at the sidelines. They should have never been let in. But I agree 100%. Meghan and Camilla are like strange bedfellows. There's so much alike. There definitely is. I've been noticing that a lot too, but I think we should save all that Camilla and Meghan talk for another video, because that's going to be a spicy video, and I need to get some more facts and articles together for that one, because I know that they want us to look at the Wales family and, oh my God, they're moving into a new home. Well, nobody's talking about the homes that Charles buys for Camilla, or her Saudi jewels, or what he's setting up for her family. But anyways, we are here to talk about Harry and this ginger no nuts, this ginger plonker. And let me just say that I will never, ever feel sorry for Harry, because not only did he allow this raggedy trollop called Meghan Markle into the family, but he also allowed her to do the dirty work while he sat back and she just plunged the knife into the family that has given the both of them so much. The royal family, I will always question why, whenever I hear stories that come up posthumously about the queen saying, oh, she clearly didn't like how Meghan and Harry were doing things. There were all these red flags before they got married. Well, this doesn't look good for the queen, because if there were all these red flags, then why do they keep giving into them? Why do they keep giving into, oh, the big extravagant wedding and the costs and everything, and Meghan getting a clothing allowance from Charles because she couldn't understand the fact that you couldn't take in freebies? She understood it, she just didn't care to follow the rules. But then when we think about Catherine never got a dime from the royals. When she married into the royal family, that's only when she was receiving a bit of money from the funding that they got from the duchy that would take care of William and Catherine, but not personal private funds from, say, the Queen or Charles to pay for her clothes. And yet Meghan got this and is complaining about, I was treated so badly. And now Harry followed his idiot wife over to America, and now he is complaining that he is feeling more isolated than ever, that he is confiding to friends that his marriage is not like the life he imagined as Meghan Markle's business empire. Business empire continues to expand. What business empire? What business empire? I mean, I know these two live in what is it? They live in a cloud of delusion that is brought on from illegal substances, allegedly. But this is just ridiculous. Failed products that aren't being even sold in stores, that you have no what is it? You have no connection or any agreements, nothing with Target or any low-level store to bring in your products, right? Or even just a local liquor store, nothing. Harry has friends. Harry has no friends. Meghan made sure that when they got married, once she forced that ring onto her hand at the altar, his friends were done. Harry's balls were now hers. He got deballed that moment that she slipped the ring onto her own finger because he couldn't get it on fast enough. She owned Harry, and he had no more friends. The only friends he could have are the ones that Meghan said she could have, or he could have. I mean, no, Meghan won't let him have friends. Never mind. But basically, I cannot feel sorry for Harry, because he basically traded in the weight of being a royal responsible, or having responsibilities as a royal, doing charitable acts, actually helping others, to now wanting to be a Hollywood celebrity who is only all about enriching himself. That is all Harry cares about. If there is one thing that we have learned about Harry and Meghan, all of this nonsense about them wanting to help out others, they don't help out anyone. All they do is exploit people. All they do is hurt others to line their own pockets and nothing else. The fact that Harry and Meghan are using the Masaka kids, I mean, you think the Masaka kids need Meghan Markle? They don't need her. But yet Meghan wants to slap her name on some garbage documentary and make money off of them when they don't need her. It's ridiculous. This is what they do. Just go around exploiting people. John Massoud, thank you, my darling, says Harold Markle is a piece of junk. We should be calling Harold out more. We definitely should. We definitely should. 100%. the article says the 40-year-old Duke of Sussex has privately voiced frustrations as ex-actress Meghan, 44, pours her energy into her lifestyle brand as ever, which recently launched products ranging from jam and cookie mixes to a Napa Valley rosé. I don't understand how this woman can call it a Napa Valley rosé when it wasn't even made in the Napa Valley. It's like people, like, you can't call champagne unless it's from grapes that were grown in the Champagne region of France. You cannot go, and this is false marketing. Malt vinegar. I know that some places were calling it cooking sherry. It's gross. The Napa Valley is on fire right now. I wonder why. Oh dear. Oh dear. Not good. Got to get our bottles of wine in. Everywhere is on fire. It's wild. But Harry, again, at 40 years old, is whining that I have nothing to do. I feel so lonely. A source close to the couple said Harry is feeling more isolated than ever. Meghan starts her day before sunrise, throws herself into endless workload, and won't hand things off. Her expectations are so demanding that it leaves everyone on edge. Yeah, well, Harry, you picked her. Everyone tried to warn you, but you married her. You said everyone else is the problem and that Meghan was the greatest thing that the royal family, who were even jealous of her and what she could do. Yeah, be a complete failure at all turns, right? To constantly fail at every single opportunity that has landed in her lap. Yes, we see that. Definitely, we see that. It says Harry and Meghan, who married in 2013, now live in California with their two children, Artificial and Invisibeth, have faced reoccurring rumors they are headed for divorce. Well, I don't think Harry and Meghan are headed for divorce anytime soon because, number one, Meghan's meal ticket is Harry. She needs Harry. Whenever interest starts to wane with her, she always brings him out like the jester, like a seal, to like clap for people and be like, oh, look, this is my husband. Remember? This is Diana's son. Remember? That's what she does all the time. Absolutely. There is no one. Meghan can't upgrade. You think that if there was an upgrade for Meghan, she would have taken it by now. It would have been done by now, but everyone has seen this raggedy trollop for the scallywag that she is, for the abusive psychopath that she is. You can't have bullying accusations made against you in Australia, in the UK, in South Africa, in Canada, now in the US, and people not side-eye you and be like, you are a bully. Something is wrong with you. People don't like being around you. Those fools aren't together anymore. They aren't together anymore, but I don't think they're divorcing like legally anytime soon. I think they're just doing their own thing and show up. Like, they just show up for appearances. That's it. She's been building her Harry blackmail fine on him since day one. Look, the fact that Harry was stupid enough to put it into a book and multiple times claim that he's got mental issues, that he's got issues with illicit drugs, that he has problems, like mental problems, like, of course she's going to use all this against him. He's dumb enough that he went and said all this about himself. And notice how she's never said anything besides that last time. Oh, when I was in his family, I wanted to end it all. Right. We all know you didn't, but she hasn't said anything since then. So she's going to come out looking like she's the stable one. Christine Manchester Girl, thank you, says, keep up the great work, Molly. Please treat Monster for me. Oh, I definitely will. I definitely have a treat for my two boys today. I'm going to tell you guys, okay? But don't tell anyone, or don't let my little one find out, okay? But after, when I'm done this live, I'm taking my little one to the bike store and we're picking up his brand new bike. And then after that, I've got a new helmet for him too picked out also. So he is going to completely shit his pants today. But yeah, thank you so much for the super sticker, super chat, my darling. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I will definitely stop by at the toy store afterwards and grab a treat for Monster from you. And I'll share an image in the community tab later. Thank you so much. And an old geezer, thank you, says, for the candy candy fund. Trust me, I'm going to go and reload my candy fund after this, after the bike tour, after the pickup for Monster. Definitely, I'm going to need a candy refill. She won't even say his name. She calls him H. She devalues him, right? It's almost like, it's not almost like, it's exactly when Meghan would never refer to Her Majesty as the Queen. It was always H's grandmother, H's grandma, right? She would always devalue people. She cannot ever, Meghan can never give respect to people and be respectful towards others. But you can tell that Meghan is the type that always wants people to basically always respect her, do what she wants, treat her like she is on the top of the pedestal, when really I would put hanging out with amoebas in parameciums above her. I'm just saying. Definitely emasculated. Yes, I agree with you, my darling. I agree. Harry says, why don't you go exploring America, you slob? Because he's too stoned. He's too drug-addled. He can't do anything. And Meghan probably puts it into him that, look, Harry, you can't go out. It's too dangerous. What if we get hurt? Mole's candy fund is what's keeping the American economy going. That's hilarious. Thank you, Aspie. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Thank you so much. Candy funds, yay! But let me keep on going here. So it says here that earlier this year, Meghan denied claims she was preparing a so-called post-divorce book, while Harry joked in 2023, we've apparently divorced maybe 10, 12 times. It's hard to keep up, but that's why you sort of ignore it. Sure. But in their professional lives have diverged so sharply from the early years of their partnership when they secured lucrative Netflix and Spotify deals together. Yeah, because now Meghan thinks that she is the celebrity out of the two, and Harry is, the guy that opens the doors for her. And that's all that Harry has been to her since day one. I have said this, since Meghan only married Harry for the doors that he could open for her. Meghan never loved Harry. Let's keep it 100 here. Meghan never, ever loved Harry, was in love with him. Let's say the way that she loved Trevor, or that you see how she loved Corey and would hug him. You don't see the way that Meghan would hug Corey or Trevor in pictures before. Does she ever have that same connection or hugs that she has for her previous exes? Molly, you have a sweet tooth. I have a serious addiction to sour candies. I love sour candies. It is what Molly's a Rolo dropped in a coffee cup. It's a holiday. Rolos in hot chocolate are so good. Now, it gets my, I get going with the sugar highs. But the issue with Meghan is that she probably married Harry thinking that he was stinking, filthy rich. And then when she married him, she realized, no, he's not as rich as, he doesn't have, it's nothing like the Disney movies. That's probably what Meghan thought, that it's nothing like what a Disney movie makes it. Like, he's so rich and has money. Meghan probably thought that, like, Scrooge McDuck, the palace probably had a vault somewhere where she could jump off of a high dive into a big pile of money and swim around and be like, I'm in the money. I'm in the money. That's what Meghan probably thought. And no, she came to a quick realization that no, there was no such things. It's all about civil service. It's about helping people. But also, Meghan, it also shows how much of a liar she is, because she claimed that she loves being compassionate and working for charities and showing people how much she cares. And what have we all seen? Meghan trying to cook, Meghan needing attention all the time. No, nothing. No. Richie Rich. That show was my favorite. What was it with Macaulay Culkin? There was a movie called Richie Rich, something like that. That was a great movie. That was great. Came here to say, Harry, we don't want you. Stay in Monty's shit show. I think, you know what? I think you Americans, I mean, can't consider myself an American yet until I get something. I don't know. I'm just here on visa, but let me just say, let me just say that Americans should kick out Harry, but I don't think he should go back to the UK. I think Harry should be stuck on an island somewhere or be sent somewhere to a quiet village in Botswana where he won't have any cell service, where he needs to detox and just roam the forest. You know how you just let like the crazies walk around in the rolling hills? Just let Harry go roam in the forest, in the rolling hills, and just we adopt you, mole, in the US. Oh, really? You will? That's so kind. That's so sweet. Oh, thanks, Christine. That just made my day. I don't mind. No, I'm British. That's why I said stay. Like the UK don't want you. How about putting Harry in Alcatraz? Didn't they just do something in Alcatraz? Didn't they? No. Or was that the other jail facility? They turned it into something. But anyways, yeah, they should definitely stick. You know what? How about this? How about we just make one big catapult and just catapult him to the top of Mount Everest and he could just hang out there alone with his frozen Todger and apply his Elizabeth Arden cream on it. What about that? I would pay for that. Just send him off there, catapult him, and just put him up in a cabin somewhere in the woods with no cell service, nothing. It's hilarious. That's what I would do. But honestly, Harry crying and whining about how lonely he is, I don't care. You listen to this trollop. You listen to a raggedy slore who stabbed your family in the back and you allowed it to happen. You allowed it to go on, and I don't feel an ounce of sympathy. I think he should stay where he is. I think he should never be allowed back because Harry has shown everyone that he will do whatever for a low-level parasite like Meghan Markle. The fact that he decided to abandon his role in as being a senior royal in 2020. I know he likes to say that he had to run away and that it was he had to go, but yes, you left. His argument, they were arguing, oh, we need freedom, we need privacy, we need to allow our children to live an authentic life, and yet none of that has happened, has it? Nothing like that has happened. No, that's why I don't care. You made your bed, Harry. You lay in it. You picked the woman that you wanted to be with, despite everyone telling you maybe you should slow down and get to know this person more. And yet you didn't. Miss Peggy, some 262, thank you so much, says, Molly, you are an awesome mom. Use this for a treat for your little one. After that are the super exciting bike reveal. Oh, he is, thank you, Miss Peggy. But I don't know if I'm more excited at the moment to like show it to him, but I can't wait. I'm like excited. I need to get out of here so I can go and like get it, go pick it up for him. But yeah, since LJ says, since he's been with her, he's shown the world exactly who he is, what the BRF has had to put up with and covering it up. The one thing that I will always give Meghan Markle credit for, and I repeat this regularly because, you know, despite me having critical opinions of her, I don't dislike Meghan Markle. I don't hate her. I don't hate her because I don't know her. I'm just making my opinions and giving my opinions on what the crap that you put out in the media. So basically, with Meghan, I will always thank her. Round of applause. I will always thank her for exposing the true Harry for who he is, exposing that he is not the happy-go-lucky, fun-loving prince that is loved by the public. No, this guy's a degenerate asshole who will even stab his own family in the back for a broad who is talentless, who doesn't care about her own family, is a gold digger, loses opportunities, and really is a trollop. That's all I can say. I will always give Meghan Markle that credit for exposing the fact who Harry is, but also to these two, I will give them the credit for exposing and opening my eyes to how shady charities are. I will give them the credit for that also. Thank you for opening my eyes to how much of a scam charities truly are, how much money really goes to the cause, which is not much in the end, and most of it lands in the pockets of the upper level management and CEOs. I will always give him credit for that. I wouldn't even banish him to Africa. He abuses animals. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. Can't send him to Antarctica because he might molest the penguins. We'll find a place to send him. Maybe we could build an underground cave and send him under there. No, I don't know. We'll figure something out. We got to figure it out. We'll figure it out, I'm sure. But anyways, my darlings, I'm going to get out of here because, yeah, I'm getting way too excited. I got to go grab this Mars. Well, we could send him to Mars. Just send him. You know what? Let's just ask Elon to ship him up on his next aircraft, on his next spaceship. Just send them out to the galaxy and let them float around there. Just let them go float around in the orbit in the galaxy. Then they won't complain about anything. Then they can be the number one up there. Okay, just let them have that. The fire aid scam was a downright scandal. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I need to catch up on that I missed while I was gone and dealing with being in a mound of caca. But my darlings, I am back, and make sure you are subscribed to my channel. I know that there's been issues with notifications because YouTube is just YouTubing it out. So you might have to unsubscribe and then resubscribe. I'll do a longer stream later, but yeah, I just want to run and get this out of the way and see how excited my little one is. I think I'm more excited. On your way out, please avoid body checking the desk. I definitely will. Maybe, okay, you know what? Now I'm totally stepping back from the chair, from the desk, just in case, so I don't jinx anything, okay? But yes, I'm back, so make sure you're following me because I'm going to get back to uploading the quickie videos that you guys like with the lives here, and we also got to do a members only too. I got some things to tell you guys, but got to save that for later. Anyways, my darlings, I love you all so much. Thank you again for all of you who sent a super chat and super sticker. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for letting me take that week off just to get my wits about me. Thank you. I appreciate you all. And thank you, mods, for everything. And Harry, nobody cares that you're lonely. Be lonely. Cry. Seethe. We don't care. You deserve all of the karma that is coming your way and more for what you did to Prince Philip, the Queen, and the rest of the royal family. But darlings, I'm going to get out of here and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.